Wahala, trouble, no dey finish. That is what it is. As you all know, Nigerians and particularly people who are not comfortable with this government, people who do not like APC or like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have been digging deep. And one of those people that dug deep is Atiku Abubakar, a man who himself is not blameless. And we have Peter Obi on the other hand. It is serious. What you're about to hear is something that you have never heard before. There has been this back and forth about the educational background of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What primary school did he attend? Who were his friends? What secondary school did he attend? Who were his classmates? What university did he attend in Nigeria or abroad? Who were his classmates? Where is his certificate? How come the certificate that he presented from a university in America, in Chicago State University or Chicago University, how come there are discrepancies with what he presented at the electoral body, INEC? What is going on? Like I said, this issue has been there long time. When Bola Ahmed Tinubu vied for the position of governor in Lagos State, he clinched it. And now he has clinched it again. He's president of Nigeria. But this ghost, this skeleton in the cupboard is out. Bola Ahmed Tinubu said that gender that is female on his certificate is not his fault, but the fault of the university. And there is nothing he can do about it. Really? What is it about? Is it that the university cannot present to Bola Ahmed Tinubu a certificate that is authentic, that has all corrections made? What is going on here? The university, somehow, Nigerians are beginning to wonder. And I want you to stay put from the beginning of this video to the end, because you will be listening to what you have never heard before. You'll be listening to some analysis, and we will deal with it from the beginning of it till the end of it. Before we proceed, like and share this video, subscribe to this channel. Let's get right into this one.
Concerning the certificate, I think a lot of people should come out clean, and the university and the institution should come out clean. Why is all of this happening? The certificate he presented to INEC is different from the one a lawyer, Enahoro Eba, got from CSU. And they filed a case as regards that I never saw the light of day. There were discrepancies as regards what the same Chicago State University gave Enahoro Eba, a lawyer, and what the president filed in his INEC form. We should not have a country where we're having discrepancies in certificates of leaders. We should not have a country makes mockery of our country. So it is based on that, Atiku Abubakar. And that's why the subpoena is clear in the Vanguard News report last year, and the documents are public source, all the records that CSU gave. And it's based on that Atiku Abubakar is going to court. So there's been a lot of back and forth in court as regards the case. But CSU is not also willing to authenticate this same certificate that they gave out. They can also authenticate their own certificate. So it's a blight on CSU. So no matter how much CSU tries to go and contact CBS and issue a report, the question we should ask why can't they authenticate the certificate they gave out? Because if you give out an authentic certificate, you should be able to authenticate it as the body that issued the certificate. And also, why are there discrepancies who signs the certificates? A man that just came in 1998 signed a certificate that was issued in 1979. And that's why when Mr. Duro Jaye came out to say he went to school, we would like to have the man on the table here, because we would like to ask critical questions about his time in school. And it's not today we had cases against the president as regards certificate issue. That was back to over 20 years ago. Even the primary school he went to and the secondary school he went to are still things we should ask for. You remember the conundrum of GCI. You remember also St. Paul's School, our lawyer. So there are many questions, and there needs to be clarity on the primary school he went to, the secondary school, and the university. You know, because so that people have a right to be able to know. I remember when, what is it called? I think it was one of Nigeria's president. Was it President Yaradua or somebody? They were doing a documentary on him, and they traced the documentary to where he served at Holy Child School. Dr. Abati also reminded, I think it was Goodluck Jonathan, they did a document and they discovered that he was teacher he served in maybe around Osun State or somewhere. NYSC. NYSC in Osun State. So these are the documents we need to keep asking. Also it's about, okay, where did he do his primary school? Where did he do his secondary school? And this university issue. So these are pertinent issues that need to, and the fact that CSU cannot authenticate the certificate, these are the questions, and pertinent questions we need to ask because of our national, knowledge base and sovereignty.
Okay, may I put it like this? The issue about President Tinubu's academic qualification is of no moment. It's not an issue. The people who have been digging into it since 1999 when he became governor of Lagos State, they're just wasting time. Section 131 sub D of the 1999 Constitution says for you to be president of Nigeria, you will have qualification of school cert. At least, that section says at least a school certificate qualification or its equivalent. Now, that one that says at least means that, in fact, you are not required to even complete secondary school. You could be F9 parallel, as many people who have led Nigeria came out with F9 parallel. So you don't need, we are running a country where your education does not matter. So all of us, because we carry degrees, we wore academic gowns here and there, we think that the people who should run Nigeria should be educated people. No, the Constitution of Nigeria does not say so. And that's why we had that issue about school cert with President Buhari. No, he didn't need to have a school cert. Even in the Constitution, the interpretation of that section 131 says that, look, if you attended one or two seminars, and you can prove that you attended one roadside seminar where an MC was present and you were given a certificate of attendance, you can be anything in Nigeria. That's the level where we are. So all this controversy, whether he went to Chicago State University, he didn't go to Chicago State University, it's of no moment. Really, President Tinubu does not even need to go to any university to be president of Nigeria. He does not need to even go to secondary school. Do you know that in the interpretation section of the Constitution, it is even said with regard to section 131 that if you can just prove that you can speak English, you can be president of Nigeria.
Welcome back, welcome back. You heard it? Even if English, which is just a language like any other language that you speak, any other native language that you speak, they said English is the criteria. I mean, interpretation, technicalities, and all of that. They know why they kept that constitution that way. Definitely, those in the northern part of Nigeria and those who have issues with their certificates, majority of this are constitution and many other things that we are dealing with, even issues of election tribunal and all of that. They intentionally left it that way to make sure that they can wiggle their way out, in and out. We've got excellent lawyers that can deal with the constitution, legislators, but they know they decide to leave this lacuna, and that lacuna is what we are dealing with. It should be clear. It should be clear what exactly is the criteria. If there are interpretations, probably it has been left wide open for some reasons or the other. That should be made clear. But what we have on our hands now, as you can see, is a situation where, if Bola Tinubu attended secondary school and has a certificate to that, why not? The issue of Chicago, and it is true, based on the Constitution, not something that we are coming up or trying to spin some sentiment here. He can be president of Nigeria. Basically, the requirement for you to be president of Nigeria is to have O-level and some other, standard certificate. We had the same problems, and a lot of people are beginning to kind of wonder why we are having this same issue repeatedly? Why is it that we've not clarified or done with certificate of an issue, education of an issue? Why do we have people who have questionable educational background becoming president or taking over a position, sensitive position in Nigeria? Now, you heard what Rufai said. He said it's a blight on the university. How is it that they are unable to authenticate or clarify? I don't know. I myself, I'm kind of wondering, maybe the system over there, or what is it? Or Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not care, or Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not want to go deeper into it, like try to sort this out. Like, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to request from the university. I'm going to send people. I'm going to go there myself. Like, you know what? Give to me a certificate that has clarity. I want my gender corrected. I want everything corrected. Or is there something else, like it was pointed out, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot show? Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not appear like someone who is mentally not fit, like education, all of that. But then, is it failure that he has in his secondary school certificate? And he cannot present it, or he never wrote it, and he just made use of the late, in quote, allegedly, the document, the educational certificate of the late Tinubu, the daughter of Tinubu, Bola, because the story is out there. It's not something that we are kind of hearing for the first time, but for those who have not heard it, the story is that the family that adopted Ahmed, that is your president, that family had the daughter called Bola Tinubu. She passed away, and they said that all of a sudden, Ahmed found grace in the sight of this family. Because there are other people out there that might have, been around that family, but Ahmed found grace in the sight of this family. And they decided to bestow upon him all of the credentials of their daughter. In fact, everything about their daughter. And they somehow allowed him to use everything. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu simply swam into it, took upon himself the identity of a woman. The document certificate. Is that the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot present to us? Because if he is to present this secondary school, there is this secondary school that he went to here. Okay, well, where is the certificate of the secondary school that he went to? There are a lot of issues that needs to be clarified. And I'm kind of looking at it like, this man has lived a lot of lies for many years of his life. It became so easy. He just swam into it and everything became so easy. But every time he tries to take himself to another level, like such level like governor, and all of these things come out again. And he swam through it, and finally, he's the president of Nigeria. And we have the issue still on ground. Did Bola Ahmed Tinubu attend that university? Yes, that is what the university said. Which Tinubu? I'm sure if they check their records, they will know which Tinubu wrote the exam. Is it male or female? The university is saying Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended our university and graduated. That's what they said. It's as simple as ABC. Did he fail? Did he graduate? What happened? It's now left for, the electoral body, INEC, to now decide on, is it failure or for someone to graduate? What is it exactly about this issue of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? It seems every other person somehow got theirs right. Certificates have been presented. We went to this school. These are my classmates. These are pictures, yearbook. Although we saw some yearbook also of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as part of students in that university. So about Bola Ahmed Tinubu attending that university is not something that, people want to argue about. Did he graduate from the university? What about the certificate? What about the discrepancies found in this certificate? Why can't the university do the needful? And why is there a strange signature of someone who graduated in 1970 something, and the signature that is on it is a signature of 1993? Well, maybe he went back to request, and if he did, how come when he requested for the certificate, the gender on it is female? These are questions that a lot of people are worried about. I'm sure that majority have issues like this. Maybe you wrote WAEC or WASC, and you have your gender wrong, and you've not decided to do something to it. You better do it before it becomes too late. Or you have your date of birth, DOB, wrong. Do something to it before it is too late. Because all of this could end up coming out to afflict you or to be a problem, like how it has become for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't know what your thoughts are regarding this one. Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update.